Foreign property investors will be slugged with higher taxes in the latest initiative to boost housing supply and repair the budget. This week's mid-year end of financial outlook update will show Australia's debt level is coming down, while the Nationals propose a radical plan to lock foreign buyers out of the country.
Labor came to office promising fiscal restraint.
This government inherited $1 trillion of debt, $1 trillion of debt, $1 trillion of debt.
An approach the Treasurer says is beginning to pay off.
Instead, because of our efforts, it'll be much closer to $900 million.
Wednesday's economic update will show a reduction to gross debt of nearly $150 billion. Despite forecasting a deficit for this financial year, debt is now set to peak nearly 10% lower than expected.
We've got the budget in much better nick. We've got more work to do.
That work includes a new tax hike on overseas property investors. Application fees paid by foreign buyers will be tripled, with even higher costs if that property is left vacant, delivering an additional $100 million to the budget every year.
Well, we want those properties on the rental market if you're not using it.
The Nationals leader welcomes higher taxes on overseas investors, but David Littleproud has taken some of his coalition colleagues by surprise, proposing a total lockout of foreign buyers.
I don't understand why we're just not banning or suspending foreigners from buying residential homes for them to live in. That would seem common sense to me, rather than some window dressing or some fines that they're probably able to pay anyway.
There'll be no such approach in the government's migration strategy to be detailed on Monday, but it will strive to roughly halve the annual intake following a post-COVID surge.
Net overseas migration peaked north of 500,000 people. We expect it to come down substantially next financial year.
500,000 people in a single 12-month period needs to be something to look at, and obviously this is about balance.
The parliamentary year now over, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is taking leave until Thursday, leaving Claire O'Neill and Andrew Giles, two ministers already under fire over the release of immigration detainees, to outline the government's approach. Cameron Redden, Sky News, Canberra.